my many travels, around my suitcase, I happen to stumble upon, I happen to come upon, I happen to trip upon, I happen to stumble upon a most incredible, magical chef. Her name was Foolia Child, the French fried chef. I met her in lovely, wonderful Parody. Today, I would like to introduce you to her. I hear her. Hold on, let me go get her. Good evening, and welcome to the French Fried Chef. My name is Foolia Child, and I'm very excited today to demonstrate how to cook and bake a very magical cake. But not just any old cake, but a magical birthday cake. And this cake is so incredibly magical. It is the healthiest cake you'll ever eat. In fact, it is so healthy that it doesn't even exist. So, let us begin. Now, first of all, when you're making the cake, you have to have a pan, and you take the pan. I would prefer that you have something that you get from the mass-produced internet. Something very sturdy, something very cheap, and then you have to make sure you have a lid to cover the pan when you're cooking it, and then you're going to need to have your recipe, and you gather all your ingredients together, and that way you don't have to be looking for them everywhere you go, and you have your recipe, so everything's very organized, and wait a minute, I don't seem to have the recipe. Oh, well, if you don't have the recipe, you don't need one. That way it will save you time. And now, the first thing you have to add to the cake is you use the eggs. You have to have at least a dozen eggs, or if you don't have a dozen, or half a dozen will do. And if you don't have a half a dozen, 3. You can always take 3 eggs, and you could, you could juggle the eggs. Oops, daisy, I dropped it. Oh, dang. Well, it didn't break. It's a rubber egg, a fake rubber egg. Well, shoot. I thought the only thing that bounced was my checkbook. Anyway, well, you don't want to use fake eggs. No. You do not want to use fake eggs. You instead want to use extremely fake eggs. You put the eggs into the pan, and then you are going to need to use the milk. I would recommend that you always use extremely fresh milk. And if you don't have fresh milk, the recipe would then require that you use evaporated milk. It's a binky. Well, when you use evaporated milk, you're going to have to double the amount, and so you might have to use the extra large binky. You put some of the evaporated milk in, whatever, and then, of course, at that point you're going to have to use, and you're going to have to add some flour. You I don't think that's the kind of flour we're thinking of for this cake. But that's okay. And then well, if you don't have the proper flour, you can always scrape off the molecules of a rose flower. It works. It's a magical cake anyways. Who cares? You don't have to use real ingredients because it doesn't even exist. And so after that, of course, you're going to need to have color in the cake. I like to add red, blue, perhaps a little bit of, where's that other color? Yes, yellow. Red, blue, and yellow. And then, yes, indeed, if you want to, you could add a carrot if you want to make carrot cake, or, it's kind of a big carrot. You might want to use that for a snowman. Oh, I made it funny. Okay, and then if you don't want to use the big carrot and you want to have a cupcake, a smaller cake, you use the baby carrots. Oh, they're quite spongy. Could be a sponge cake too. Okay, and then after that, oh yes, you need to have color. You use the food coloring to give it a little presentation, because it's not just about eating the cake, it's about presenting the cake. You have to present it with something that looks colorful, that attracts the birds and the bees, and it makes you mouth water and you gobble this thing up. So you have to use the food coloring. I prefer to use the pink, blue, and yellow pom-poms. Makes me want to cheer. Pom-poms, you know. Oh, yay for food, yay for cake. Come on, everybody, shake and bake. And then you add the food coloring, and from there, you then add the, well, if you're going to want to have to whisk it around, whisk the ingredients, whisk it around, whisk it good. And then, after that, I'm starting to get a little hot. Sorry. I'm going to have to cool off from this recipe. I'm having my flashes again. Okay, it looks like a Dutch windmill. Okay, we don't want to use that. And then, in order to cook the cake, you're going to have to use the magical powers. It saves on electricity, it's a very environmental friendly cake, so we have to have the magic wand, okay? You have the magic wand, you simply take the magic wand, and you hold it, and it floats in your hand. It floats in your hand. You see, it is right here, and it then floats in your hand. It floats in your hand. Okay, but if you don't want to use the standard magic wand, I prefer that you use the toothpick-sized magic wand. This way, when you're done eating, you can always use it to pick your teeth, and your dentist will be very proud of you. Okay, so you then add the magic wand inside of there, and then you cover the cake, and now you can see that as the cake is cooking, it should be rising. Let's check the cake. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh fiddlesticks. That is not rising. Oh boy, I can't believe it. I tried everything. I read the directions. I studied it, and it's not rising at all. It's such a failure. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do? What? What did you say? What? Where? What are you talking about? What's rising? The clouds? The thunderstorm? What are you talking about? Oh. Look at that. I guess I just wasn't very patient. Okay, well, you have to have patience if you want to be a doctor someday. Anyway, so look at this. Oh, wow, it's rising. Look, you can see the colors have come out just perfectly. You have red and you have... Ooh, what is that? Oh my goodness. I think we have something here. The magic wand. See, it comes included with the magic wand toothpick, so you can pick the... Yeah, well, you know. And, oh, it's got yellow. Hello, yellow. And I say goodbye and you say yellow. And, oh, look at that blue. And yes, it's a... Ooh, it's even got a candle. Look at that. It's a hot cake. Hot cake. Ooh, makes me want to put some syrup on it. Well, happy birthday to me. It is not even my birthday. And that is how you make the magical birthday cake. Thank you for watching The French Fried Chef. My name is Foolia Child. Stay tuned with us, and please join us next week when my special guest will be the very infamous cook from Oopsie-Daisy, Sweden, the chef Swedish meatballs, and in which we will be cooking a most deciduous pine cake. We're cooking the most deciduous Swedish pine cakes, topped with lingonberry and ludicrous. And so until then, bone on your teeth and a messy bathroom. Thank you. Let's hear it again for Foolia Child. Thank you.